what do you think about the top 10?
I don't care that much about rankings. Who wins? That's the only important thing.
I guess I just want to talk about your perspective, the fact that you're getting timeout in the meta, and let's talk about the can match basically.
It's literally forcing me to play the roulette at a casino. I know I'm gonna lose.
Let's talk about Warriors meta right now.
You're gonna learn a lot with him. You're gonna learn concepts that work in Smash and even not in Smash. It's the same in life. If you have the good questions, usually the answers are not that hard. So that's why I say Wario is life.
On today's episode, we're gonna welcome one of the hypest players in here and the best Wario player in the world, Glutonny.
Hello.
Let's talk about the LumiRank. Let's talk about the rankings right now. I'm very interested in your opinion. Let's talk about the top 10. How you feel about that Acola over Spargo.
I feel maybe in result wise, it should be deserved since they put it. I think they put it with the algorithm or something. So maybe he just won more. He was more consistent. But it's really complicated because it's not like Steve is different. Steve is almost playing his own game. So it's hard to see him number one up of Spargo and say he's number one, so he's a better player. It doesn't work like this. I think he's very, very good as Steve, but it's so complicated that it's so different that it's hard to put them in the same, to judge them in the same ways. Like, I don't think we can say Akola is better than Spargo as a player in the game, but he has better results, so he's the better player. That's the weird thing. You can't say he plays better, but he's a better player because he's gonna win more. That's it. That's the only thing you can say. But since it's Steve doesn't require to be as good as other characters in all the situation and all the aspect of the game because he just skip this aspect. So he's not good or bad as this aspect. It just we don't know. He doesn't know maybe because he doesn't need to. Like there's nothing to do else than side B down there as some specific situation, and they happen a lot and stuff like that. So it's really really complicated. We can just say he's a better player. He got better placing. That's it, and that's the only truth that we can be sure about. The only other we can debate all you want about. No, he's better. No, he's better. But he just played Steve. No, no, no. We don't really care who wins. That's the only important thing.
Yeah, Steve, dude.
Different.
Yeah, different. That character. But let's talk more about the rankings. In the top 10, who should be let's be honest, who should be out, who should be in. What do you think about the top 10?
I'm so sorry because I didn't watch. I don't know who's top 10.
No.
I just know I just know I'm not, but I didn't watch. I don't care that much about rankings, so I didn't even watch.
Number 10 is Yoshidora. Dude, funny because you might play him this weekend. Very important. If I'm not mistaken, you're 11, right? You were 11,
yeah.
So you're very very close to that. That will be a very solid win. I believe in you, bro. Then ninth place is Shuton.
Okay.
Yeah, amazing player. 8th, Riddles. Ooh, Kazuya. Then it's me.
Okay.
At 7th, Light.
Okay.
Tweak is also going at there. Sonic's Mia. Then it's Spargo, Acola.
It's so much different than before because usually US or North America was dominating so much, and there was sometimes some Japanese player being there, and of course you from Mexico. But this time I feel it's more there more diversity. There is from Mexico, there is DR with Sonic, there is Japan, a lot of Japan. Yeah, it's different than before. I feel that in before you needed to go to US to be top 10 or maybe even top 20, and if you didn't go to US, there was no way that you're gonna be top 20, not top 20. But it feels like it's possible now because he almost did only Japanese tournament.
Yeah.
And he's still top 10. So maybe there is so much better Japanese player now, and they are better ranked that their tournament there are very impactful. Comparing to Europe, where you could win literally all the tournament in Europe, you not be in the ranking.
Sad. Yeah,
that's completely different.
It's hard these days to to like get points because of course like you
Yeah.
said Japanese tournaments are getting more points, so
Yeah.
maybe going to Japan sounds like the better idea. But I mean that's kind of like the furthest you can go to play Smash, right?
Yeah.
So it's complicated. I guess like for me Mexican, I guess for Spargo too, like Spargo went to Kagarivi and won, and it still got second place. So like, imagine if he didn't like go to Kagarivi and won, like what placement like would have get? Maybe Mia would have been second,
Mm,
maybe. So I don't
maybe.
know. To stop a little bit about the rankings, talk like the matchups, like people that are scared of you. Well, maybe let's talk about the Ken match, bro. Delfino.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that waft that rolled in. He did that because he was scared, just like you said.
Yeah.
You won in the rankings, so yeah. So that was probably like that was probably one of your most important matches,
Yeah.
like a Delfino. So let's talk about it a bit. Like Sonic has always been one of your toughest matchups.
Yeah.
Like actually, you lost to Shiny Mark because of a timeout as well.
Hmm.
So I guess I just want to like talk about your respective, your respective about like the fact that you're getting timeout in the meta and like yeah, let's talk about the can match basically.
First Ken, I play him 3 times, I guess. This time was the third time or the fourth time, and I always beat him. But it was a weird feeling because I didn't feel that he was playing the real Sonic, at least not in the matchup, because he was too aggressive. He was never camping, even if he had the lead. He was not camping enough, and that's at Delfino. It was the first time that I felt he was more going for the camp, and it was way more hard because he was killing me sometimes with very good edge guard and very early, and then he was closing the game. Like it was just he doesn't want to play anymore, he don't interact anymore, and I can't even come back if I can't touch him. And that's the worst part in this matchup, if that Sonic can decide to not play the game anymore, and Wario is so slow and not good hitbox and not projectile that he cannot decide and force the Sonic to say no, I will force you to play. It's not possible for the Wario. So I can't even touch him. It's not, we can't even play. There's no interaction. And that's so bad. And I wouldn't care if there was no timer, because I would be like, okay, he doesn't want to play, but eventually I will touch him. It will maybe take 3 minutes to touch him once. Who cares? I don't take risk, so it's fine. But since there's the timer, I need to go, and sometimes I just need to take very big risk, even if I don't want. I will have to do them. So it's kind of stupid. It forced me to play a game where I will lose. It's literally forcing me to play the roulette at a casino. I know I'm gonna
Yeah.
lose. I know I'm gonna lose at the end. I'm so why would you make me play? Like, this is
Yeah.
stupid, and this is why this type of matchup are very very hard for Wario. So the only thing I can do is focus on first stock, because first stock is like 8 minutes for one stock, and I still need to try because of course even me I was like, okay, it should be lost, but I have no reason to surrender. I can still try until the end, and I tried to approach in different ways, try to understand how he tried to not interact, what is his path, and then I tried to learn this path, to learn what are the trigger for him to release the spin dash, and where he's gonna go and what should I cover when he spin dash and stuff like that. And everything was working very very well. Also, I think that the fact he was having this lead was making him playing weird. Like he was not playing the same as the beginning. If he was playing
Yeah.
literally the same as beginning, I would not come back. But since I saw that he changed his psychological state, I understood in what psychological state he was, and I exploited because I knew he was scared about some stuff. He was scared about him losing, even if he is in a situation where he can't lose. So that's
Why?
what, yeah, like there's no way he lose, but that made him change the way he played. And then he was more readable. So the first stock I got it. The second stock I got him. He touched me like once or twice, maybe more. That's it, but he couldn't kill me, and then I got the kill without waft, which is very surprising. But he touched, I don't know how. I was really lucky about that. I'm sure it's about 1 or 2 pixels, or the animation of Sonic stumble. It was kind of weird, so I touched him. But yeah, I was very very surprised I touched him, and then yeah, I got him.
Thank you guys for watching. Thanks so much for all the support that this show has been receiving. Don't forget that you can watch this episode as long as every other episode on MetaFi.gg, and I'll see you every Friday in there. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, like the video, and comment that the worst thing about Wario, the thing that you hate the most, and thanks so much for watching. See ya.